Good morning, teachers. My name is Phan, Hien, Thanh. Now I want to introduce about my case study called Masawal Online Personal Service in the Gap. Now we shall begin about the first thing. It is the Masawal background. He's the first people service company in Egypt. In the personal informations, saving client times and effort. The most common service. He wants to buy the crop service or other goods from store, paying bill and acting as a courier. The success of his business in the Egypt. Just the first thing is flexibility is the success of the Masawal and fulfilling the unexpected requests of customer to obtain their loyalty. The Masawal backgrounds from his marriage to the startup company. When the Muhammad Wali organized his wedding party, he came up with a new idea to do the business. He connect with two different best friends. The first is Ahmed El Khoury and Ali El Shali. They listened a new idea from the Wahid, and they together utilize it to make a business plan in Egypt. The startup company of them beginning with 3 motorcycle, 6 rider, and a hotline. They extend from the Alexandria to Cairo, and 600 survived about 600 order in 1 day. The strategies business in Cairo. You can see in the screens. The first in January in 2011, they doing the research about Cairo market, and by using plentiful short of investment in revolution, a lot of expenditures did make by them. They spent a lot of money to buy the motorcycles, advertising space for the fractions of the price. And in March of this year, there is an increase in the organized original investment fund about 1.67 million dollars, and they found out what is their competitive advantage, which is technology investment. They find the collection between IT firm where they made a customized enterprise resource planning. It stands for ERP. You can see in the screen. It's just the pictures analyze some function of this mentions. Connect with PDA stand for Personal Digital Assistant by two kind of ERP system called Lintonit and Mobinit. Communicate from the heart. Yes. The strategy in Cairo continued with the reader. One reader was given a mission. Mission 1 at the time on the BDAs includes GPS. GPS have 2 functions. The first is supply the accurate detailed direction and monitors the monitor location. PDA application. The first thing is install the BDAs. Step 1, include three functions. First is auto item progress tracking. The second is collect the order's fees and costs. Last but not least is packing handling. Step 2 is messaging, cash and expense tracking, and synchronized data. After install, they have the plan to managing the elements. The first is developing rapidly from starting doing business in Cairo. After that, they utilizing the Mansar's products extremely expand. Okay, the first time using is this Johnson trains, and after that they start depend on this convenience service. And when the people get used to with the service and the number of users increase, it made a change which strongly impact the demand for this service. There is the demand dependent on the technology's innovation, and it will bring many advantages from the modern and bright decree that will take place. And the last one is as consequence the cost then go down dramatically, give its ability to abate its price and develop with something like that quality in order to become more convenient for many users. You can see in the screen about the infrastructures of the Masswell company is have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 functions. The first is headquarters. The decision was made to buy a new hardware instead of renting an existing one. The hardware in Windows Mobile PDAs were used for viewing and updating order on the move. Software that consists of the web-based portals. Equipment includes 130 motorcycle units and 10 cars. And the last thing is PDA. The main functions to operations team with a fleet of readers. They make a future plans for the business in the long-term future. The first is Massawa markets, the call centers, and the last one is geographic expansion. A conclusion for my presentation. The first is Massawa have a large investment in the system, which is different with the new entrants and copycat for his business in Egypt and Cairo. Many investment in PDA to activate the operation process to be assessed precisely seen is applied GPS service. And by using these technologies, Massawa limit the quantities of force which come from the messengers in ties automatic process where receiving his message by using PDA handle. Okay, and thank you for listening. That's all my presentation, and I hope that you have the long time, important time, essential time, wonderful time to see my presentation. Thank you for listening.